Hi.
Hi! It's been a while since I last saw you.
Yeah, it was in January, and a lot of things have happened. What's the most exciting thing that's happened to you?
Probably going to Dice Tower West.
Oh, yeah, that was like the first year of it in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah,
How did you like it there?
I thought it was awesome. I wish we had time to go to the casino though.
I've only been to Las Vegas once, but I was in Las Vegas at an airport for a couple hours, so I got to play a casino game and then I was done. Why do you like casino games?
Because then you earn money. Even though you lose some, you could earn some money.
I'm like a person that doesn't like that. I'm not in press your luck games. I don't press my luck.
So you're not the type of person who likes press your luck games. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that it's set up.
Okay.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Weird Giraffe Games, and Galactic Raptor.
Okay. So I am Carla Kopp. I work in both Weird Giraffe and Galactic Raptor games. So Weird Giraffe Games was the first company I started. When I started it, I didn't really realize what I was doing. I had designed a game, and while I had designed the game, I researched, and I'm one of those people that research a lot, and I learned a lot of random skills, and I found Jamie Stegmaier's blog, and it was make a company and do all these things, run a Kickstarter, and I was like, oh, okay, and then I went and I did all those things, and I had a company without really realizing what I was doing, I guess. I'm one of those people where I'm like, okay, I have a task list, and I'm going to do the tasks, and now a company is made.
To see how it goes.
Yeah. So, that happened in 2016, and since then, we've been trying to, figure out exactly what kind of games that we want to publish. The company itself is me, my partner Nick, and our cat Fluffins. Our other cats aren't really engaged enough in board gaming to want to be a part of the company. And they don't like hard work. Fluffins is there, when we need him. So he's, over there, because he's part of, all my interviews. He's there to make sure, I talk the company line. So, that's Weird Giraffe Games. Oh, I didn't talk about what kind of games. I just said that we're coming to, what we're doing. And we like to create really engaging games that, have player interaction and kind of do something different with the mechanics. For instance, Big Easy Busking's an area control game. And those are typically, war and stuff like that. But that one is street musicians in New Orleans. And we try to go for, the weird themes and really wide player counts. I do solo design, but we also tend to go to either 5 or 6 players on all of our games. That's not a rule. That's just what we've done so far. Galactic Raptor Games. Not only is it a really cool name and it has a really cool logo, or I like to think so, but Galactic Raptor Games was created when I was at Proto-ATL last year. I got to meet a lot of great people, and one of them was Dan Letzring from Lenneman Games. His company name is actually not his last name, and I feel like I get that mixed up a lot. But we met after talking online for a long period of time. We were both wrote things for Tiger. And we were like, we both want to make more games. And we both like each other. So let's create games together. So far, Animal Kingdom's only published game is Galactic Raptor's game is Animal Kingdoms. Sometimes words are hard. It's because I'm so nervous because, you're super famous. You're the cardboard kid. So, people like me get real nervous and, say weird, get mixed up. But yeah, we have Animal Kingdoms. We're working on other games right now. The sequel to Animal Kingdoms, which is Kingdoms of the Deep. And we have a dexterity game, because, why not?
How do you find time to balance all of your game work and personal life?
So this is probably like a bad thing to ask me because I'm a workaholic. Do I have a personal life anymore? It's really hard, and I have to like go out of my way to like schedule things with friends because if I don't schedule things with friends, I will work constantly. After this is being recorded on a Saturday. I plan to work until I have another meeting where I'm like judging a game design contest. So, yeah. I wouldn't say that I'm great at balancing, but I'm trying to get better because I'm doing things where like I'll just make sure to take a break during the day, and I make sure like the first thing in the morning I exercise and stuff like that because before it was like, oh, I can't exercise because I have to work all the time because there's all these things that need to get done.
Big Easy Busking is launching on Kickstarter soon. Tell me about that game and any other titles you're working on.
Oh, so I'm working on like so many titles, but I'll keep it really short and simple. So first is Big Easy Busking, where I said a little bit about it, but it is a game for 1 to 5 players that plays in about 45 minutes, where you are a street musician and you're trying to be the best street musician in all of New Orleans. So it's an area control game, and it's a little bit different, not only because of the theme, but it's also different because you're playing songs. And songs, like, you don't just start a song and end a song, like, they take time to play. So you're going to choose what song you're going to play, and you're going to choose a crowd. Some of the crowds are really stingy, some of them pay out a lot, some of them will just give money to anyone. So you choose what crowd you want to play at, and you start playing. But then everyone goes around and starts playing somewhere, and when it gets back to your turn, you get to finish playing. And if you chose a song that matched the mood of the crowd, you get to make a choice. Do you want to put all of your energy into the song and really woo the crowd over, or do you want to take back your energy because you want to put your energy into like a song and a crowd later on in the game? I really like it because of this whole like, oh, you start playing somewhere and you get to see where people are playing, because like you get to like change your mind. Like if everyone goes to the crowd that you're at, you're like, oh, maybe I won't like really put in a lot of effort here. I'll save that energy and go to another crowd and really try to win them over because there's too much competition here. I really like that because I am a person, like, I have a strategy, and I want to do it, and I'll see what people are doing, and I'll think, like, oh, okay, so Nick is going to do this, and then he's going to do this, and my strategy will work because everyone will do the things I think. And then they don't. They make changes based on what I do, and it's a really fun, like, really interactive experience. Much like being a busker is, where if you don't know what busking is, that's when you're like a street musician, like earning tips, or like those human statue type things, or like magicians. Like there's a lot of different kinds of buskers. But when you're a busker, you kind of have to like know what the crowd is feeling, so you like play the right songs. Like if there's other buskers come in, you like go to a different crowd or that sort of thing. So like you have to know people to be a good busker, and you have to know people to be good at Big Easy Busking. So that was that one game. I have a couple other games in the works. Dreams of Tomorrow is at manufacturing now, and that one is almost ready to ship to backers. That one, you are a dream engineer, and you're trying to construct a really good dream sequence to send into the past to change your future. Yeah, exactly. I think, I really like time travel and that. Like, do you like books or like movies about time travel?
Yeah.
It's like a really interesting concept because if you could go and change the past, what would you change, and what would actually change? Like, would the thing that you wanted to change actually happen? I don't know. But that's what that game is about. One of the next games I'm working on is called Tumbletown, where you're building a town out of dice in the Old West, and each building that you build, it requires certain dice, like different. There's 3 different kinds of dice, but you have to get the right ones, and it requires certain numbers, so it's not like super easy. But once you start building in a lot of buildings, they'll give you like dice manipulation, extra dice. They do different things. And you always have your trusty pony that will like kick a die and make it like 1 lower or 1 higher. So that one I'm really excited about. From Galactic Raptor Games, the Kingdoms of the Deep. That one is area control as well. And you're fighting over the different terrains in the ocean. You're a certain like sea creature. And it has a simultaneous action selection. Have you played games with that?
I don't think so.
Okay, so what that is like you have a set of cards in your hand. In Kingdoms of the Deep, there's 6 different cards, and each one will let you do an action. So everyone chooses their action at the same time, and then you reveal. And if you reveal a unique action that no one else is doing, you get to do something extra, which is really cool. So that one also, like, you have to think about what other people are doing, but you can't do the same action again without resetting your whole deck, which is one of the actions, actually. So you're going to try to go around, and there's these different goal cards. Like, you either have to make shapes out there, or, like, there's one territory that's really important, or you really have to, like, get, like, equal numbers in multiple territories. So the games are really different based on what the goal cards are. And I think my favorite aspect of the game is that there's a shark. Okay? Yes. The shark, you can choose the shark action, and the shark will go around and eat up cubes. And that will give you, like, extra actions if you eat up enough cubes. But it's not necessarily bad for the shark to, like, eat your people, because you only have a finite number of people. So if you get your cubes back, you can then, like, go put them out in different locations. So it really makes people not want to put all of their sea creatures in the same basket, or like eggs in the same basket, if you will. So like you have to spread out and make sure like the shark won't get you, because like if you were in the ocean and you just had a pile of fish in the same area, a shark would just go destroy that thing. So I think that's thematic from that point of view too.
Oh, I see you have Big Easy Busking behind you.
Oh, I do, yes. So this is the copy that I made, because I am one of those publishers that makes things, I guess. So if you look at this box, I didn't do anything with the bottom. It's just cardboard that I laser cut, and then I fold paper on top. And if you've ever done any like origami, making these prototypes was like 10 hours of origami, where it's like fun at first, and then by the end you're like, why did I choose to do this? Why? I don't know.
What advice do you have for young girls like me hoping to work in board games?
Well, I would do things like you're doing now, where you're like being out there invisible and just jumping in. I think a lot of girls aren't really outgoing, or like they don't want to join a thing because they don't see other people like them. But if you just have like some courage and reach out, like you can do the thing. Like even though like most gamers are white men, that's changing. There's more women every day, or it seems like it. Like when I was at Proto ATL, we were playtesting games and there was 3 women at the table, and it's like, whoa. Like how many, like, well, we probably had like all the women at the same table, but yes, things are changing, and just to take the step, like women can do anything that they want to, and they just have to do it. I saw that Suzanne, she's from the Dice Tower. Just yesterday, she was like, hey, women reviewers, ask for games. You need to ask for games, and you'll get them, because she works, she contracts, and she never gets, like, female reviewers asking for games. And it's like, if you ask, you'll get the stuff. So, you know, that's the thing. Like, if you want something, go for it, because you can definitely do it.
Thank you so much for doing this interview today with me.
Thank you so much for having me on. It was good to talk to you.